There comes a point where talking doesn't mean jack. You've said it all, I'm gonna do this. I'll get in shape. I'll start the business. I'll fix my life. And yet you're still in the same damn place. Shut up and grind, that's it. No motivational quotes, no self-help books, no more looking for external validation. Your dreams don't care how tired you are. Success doesn't give a damn how you feel. Pain doesn't back off just because you're crying. Nobody's coming to save you, nobody's clapping for you. This is war, and the enemy is your own weakness. We live in a world obsessed with comfort, but comfort is the enemy of greatness. It lulls you to sleep. It whispers sweet lies to you. You've done enough. You deserve a break. It's okay to quit. That voice is a killer. You want freedom. Grind. You want power. Grind. You want to be unbreakable. Shut up and grind. Discipline over emotion. You don't feel like getting up. So what? You don't feel like training today. Good, that's the perfect time to go harder. Discipline means doing it when your mind is screaming to stop. It means showing up when motivation is dead, when the weather sucks, when your body is broken, when your spirit is low. Discipline is the weapon. It's the difference between someone who talks and someone who does. Emotion will trick you. Discipline will carry you. Every day you let emotion win, you move further from who you're supposed to be. Grind through it. Your feelings don't build legacies, your actions do. Silence the excuses you want to be elite, but you keep blaming time, blaming people, blaming your past. Excuses are poison. They comfort the weak and destroy the capable. Every excuse you make is a chain holding you back from your potential. You say you're tired, so is everyone else. You say you had a rough childhood, so did warriors who still became legends. You say no one believes in you. Good. Let that fuel you. Use it. Excuses don't deserve a seat at your table. Starve them, replace them with effort, work, grit. Shut up, stop explaining, and grind. Fall in love with pain. Everyone wants the results, but no one wants the suffering. Well, suffering is the price of admission to greatness. Most people run from pain, the elite run into it. You want strength, it's in the suffering. You want growth, it's in the darkness where no one's watching, when no one's cheering. Pain sharpens you. It strips away your lies and shows you who you really are. When it hurts, you're alive. When it burns, you're changing. Welcome that. Embrace it. Say thank you. Because when you're grinding through the storm, that's when the transformation begins. Grind with purpose, not noise. You don't need to announce your grind. You need to live it. Social media won't save you. Likes won't make you stronger. Validation from strangers is an empty drug. Real grinders move in silence. They let their scars talk. Their results are the only proof they need. Purpose is what drives the grind. It's not hype, it's not flash, it's mission. When your purpose is bigger than your pain, you become a monster. You don't stop, you don't slow down, you wake up with a target and chase it like your life depends on it. No applause, no spotlight, just blood, sweat, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Be the hammer, not the nail. Life will test you. It will crush you if you're soft, so you've got a choice. Be the hammer or be the nail, victim or savage. You either dominate or get dominated. There is no middle ground. When you grind, you harden. You stop breaking under pressure, you become pressure. You stop looking for pity and start building armor. People will doubt you. Good, grind anyway. Life will knock you down. Get up and grind anyway. You weren't built to be average. You were built to go through hell and come out unshaken. Discipline over emotion. Most people are slaves to their feelings. They wake up, and the first thing they ask themselves is, how do I feel? Wrong question. Winners don't ask how they feel. They tell themselves what needs to be done, and they do it no matter the weather, no matter the pain, no matter the circumstances. Discipline is the assassin of excuses. It doesn't care if it's cold outside. It doesn't care if you had a long day. It doesn't care if your body is screaming to rest. Discipline is blind to emotions. It's deaf to complaints. It's laser, focused on one thing, execution. The world is filled with talented people who never made it because they couldn't master themselves. They waited for motivation. They prayed for inspiration. But the grind doesn't wait for a spark. It waits for warriors. And warriors show up regardless of how they feel. Understand this. Your feelings are liars. They will whisper, stay in bed. They will shout, "You've earned a break." They will seduce you with comfort, with ease, with softness. But that softness is a virus. It eats away at your potential every time you obey it. When you're ruled by emotion, you become inconsistent. One day you're a beast, the next you're broken. You start a routine, then drop it. You make promises to yourself, then betray them, and with every broken promise, you chip away at your confidence. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's not sexy. It's boring, it's painful, it's brutal. It's dragging yourself to the gym when you're dead tired. It's turning down the party because you've got work to do. It's saying no to easy and yes to hard over and over and over. But here's the truth. Every time you choose discipline over emotion, you level up. You build a resume of strength. You become dangerous. Reliable, unstoppable, want to know the real test. It's what you do when nobody's watching. No spotlight, no recognition, just you and the grind. That's where the real ones are forged. So don't chase feelings, build discipline. Don't look for easy, train your mind to crave difficult. Wake up and move before your brain even has time to talk you out of it. Stack wins, stack suffering, stack discipline until it becomes who you are. You want freedom, earn it with discipline. You want power, bleed for it in silence. Because when your discipline becomes your identity, nothing can stop you. Silence the excuses. Excuses are the comfort food of weak minds. They're the candy your brain feeds you when you're too scared, too lazy, or too soft to do what needs to be done. I don't have time. I'm too tired. It's not the right moment. Shut that noise down. Excuses are lies dressed up as reasons. You weren't born to be ordinary. You weren't built to walk through life making excuses and blaming everyone else for why you're stuck. That's the mentality of someone who's already lost the fight before it even started. Look around, the world's full of people pointing fingers. Their job sucks, their parents didn't love them enough, they didn't have the right education, they got hurt once so now they're broken forever. You want to be different, you want to be savage, start by taking ownership of everything. I mean everything, your failures, your weaknesses, your laziness, it's all on you. You've got time, you just waste it scrolling. You've got energy, you just spend it complaining. You've got potential, but you bury it under piles of excuses because facing your own shortcomings is too damn uncomfortable. But let me tell you something, growth lives in discomfort. If you can't face that mirror without flinching, you'll never evolve. Excuses are seductive because they let you off the hook. They tell you, it's okay, it's not your fault, and people love hearing that. They eat it up, it keeps them safe, but safety is a lie. Safety is where dreams go to die. The longer you live in the excuse zone, the more you kill off the person you were meant to become. You weren't supposed to be soft. You weren't designed to coast. You were designed to hunt, to claw, to fight, and every excuse is a knife in the back of that version of you. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're just betraying your future self, the one who could have been relentless, untouchable, a damn machine. Think about your worst moment, that time you let yourself down, that time you knew you should have pushed harder but didn't, that moment when you quit not because you were done, but because you chose to be done. That's what excuses do. They make quitting look like a reasonable option, but here's the brutal truth. Nobody cares. The world keeps spinning whether you grind or not. Whether you show up or sit on your ass, the days keep passing. So ask yourself, how many of those days are you going to waste feeding yourself excuses? Every excuse is an anchor. Cut it loose. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're not too damaged. Those are lies. You've still got time. You've still got fire. The question is, are you ready to burn for it? Are you ready to dig deeper, to bleed, to sweat, to get up and stop whining? When you silence your excuses, you wake up a beast. You stop talking, you start doing, you stop planning, you start executing. Your life changes not when things get easier, but when you get tougher. So next time that voice creeps in, maybe tomorrow, I've done enough, or I can't, I want you to do one thing, grind anyway. Get up anyway, fight anyway, show your brain who the hell is in charge. You're not a victim, you're not weak, you're not average, you're a savage, or at least you will be when you finally kill those damn excuses once and for all. Fall in love with pain. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to bleed like one. You want strength. It's not found in the gym mirror. You want confidence. It's not in the compliments. It's in the pain. It's in the suffering. It's in those moments when your lungs are burning, your muscles are shaking, your mind is screaming, and you still refuse to break. Pain is the gateway. You don't get to skip it. You don't get to cheat it. You have to go through it. The problem is most people spend their whole lives running from it. They treat pain like the enemy, but if pain is the enemy, then so is growth, because nothing worth having comes without a toll. If you're not in pain, you're not in the arena. You're just spectating. You want transformation, then fall in love with pain. Embrace it. Welcome it. Chase it like your life depends on it, because it does. Pain is your instructor. It's the loudest, most honest coach you'll ever have. It doesn't sugarcoat. It doesn't care about your feelings. It's real. It teaches you where you're weak. It shows you where you quit. And every time you face it, you build a new layer of armor. See, comfort is the killer. It makes you soft. It seduces you with ease, but pain sharpens you. It humbles you. It strips away the ego. When you're in pain, there's no pretending. No filters, no facade. It's just you, raw, exposed, real. And when you learn to stay in that fire, when you learn to thrive in that storm, you become something different. You become forged. Don't just endure pain, study it, track it, welcome it like an old friend. When it shows up, don't back down, lean in, let it break you open, because every tear, every drop of sweat, every ounce of hurt is building something inside you that the world can't see yet. But it will. You'll know you've grown when the things that used to destroy you don't even faze you anymore. When the old you would have tapped out, and the new you says, bring it. That's not because life got easier, it's because you got harder. That's the evolution. That's what living in pain does. The people at the top, the elite, the outliers, the uncommon among the uncommon, they've all bled for it. They've cried in silence. They've suffered alone. But they didn't run from pain. They married it. They made it part of their DNA, and now nothing shakes them, nothing rattles them. They walk into hell and smile because they've been through worse. You think resilience is natural? Hell no, it's built brick by brick, one painful rep at a time. You think mental toughness just shows up? No, it's forged in dark rooms, on cold mornings, in brutal conditions, when every part of you wants to stop, but you keep pushing anyway. That's the grind. That's where the magic lives. That's where legends are born in the pain. So next time you're hurting, remember this. You asked for this. You wanted to be better. You wanted to be stronger. You wanted to be great. Well, here's the price. Don't just pay it, overpay it. Show the world that you're not here to dabble. You're here to dominate. Fall in love with pain. Make it your compass. Make it your signal. Because when the pain hits and you smile, the enemy knows you're not breaking. You're just beginning. Grind with purpose, not noise these days. Everyone's got something to say. Everyone's posting, flexing, documenting every second of their grind. But here's the truth. If you're really about it, you don't need to talk. You need to execute. No selfies, no filters, no hashtags. Just you, the work, and the war inside your mind. Grind isn't supposed to be flashy. It's supposed to be dirty. It's supposed to be brutal. The grind is sweat in silence, pain in private, suffering with no audience. You're not grinding for likes, you're grinding for legacy. And legacy doesn't get built in comments, it gets built in cold mornings, late nights, and lonely hours when no one's watching. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs more action. While most people are busy trying to impress, the real ones are out there becoming. They're not bragging, they're bleeding, they're not documenting their hustle, they're buried in it. And by the time the world sees what they've built, it's already too late to catch them. You've got to move in silence. Let your scars speak. Let your results do the talking. Let your discipline be your signature. The loudest one in the room is usually the weakest, because if you're busy broadcasting, you're not building. If you're showing off the work, you're probably not doing enough of it. Now let's talk about purpose. Because grinding without purpose is like running in circles. You'll get tired, but you'll never get anywhere. Purpose gives pain meaning. Purpose is what keeps you going when your body shuts down, when your mind begs to quit, when you've got nothing left but the reason you started. Purpose is your anchor in the storm. It's what separates you from the pretenders. Because when everything hurts, when life hits you in the mouth, The only thing that keeps you on your feet is why you're doing it. If you're chasing validation, you'll fold the moment nobody claps. If you're doing it for attention, you'll quit when the spotlight moves on. But if you're grinding for something deeper, to break a generational curse, to save yourself from mediocrity, to fulfill a mission, then you become untouchable. Purpose turns pain into power. Every great warrior has a reason behind the war. You think people wake up at 4 a.m. for no reason. You think they train while everyone else sleeps just because they feel like it. No, they're locked in, obsessed, dialed into something bigger than themselves, and that obsession drives the grind. You've got to figure out what your reason is, and once you do, write it on the wall. Burn it into your brain, repeat it every damn day, because that purpose is going to carry you through the days when the motivation is gone, when the body is weak, when the world says, you can't. Grinding with purpose means every rep counts. Every drop of sweat matters. Every second is a brick in the wall you're building. You don't waste time. You don't play games. You show up, lock in, and execute. No talking, no distractions, just focus and fire. You have to understand it's not about being seen. It's about being made, and you don't get made in front of crowds. You get made when it's just you and the grind. No applause, no validation. Just repetition and suffering. And when the time comes, when the results show up, when the world finally sees what you've built, they'll wonder how you did it. They'll say you got lucky. They'll say it was talent, but you'll know. You'll know about the mornings you dragged your ass out of bed. You'll know about the sacrifices, the discipline, the obsession, the purpose. So stop making noise, start making impact, cut the broadcast. Keep it quiet, stay low, stay dangerous, grind with purpose, not for clout. Because when you grind with purpose, you don't just look strong, you are strong. You don't just chase greatness, you become it. Be the hammer, not the nail. Let me ask you something. When life hits you, do you crumble? Or do you hit back? You've got two options in this world. Be the hammer or be the nail. You either shape your life with force and intention, or you get shaped by every damn thing that happens to you. There is no middle ground. Being the nail means you're reactive. You let life decide how you feel. You let people push you around. You let pain back you into a corner. You keep taking hits, waiting for someone to step in and save you. That's weakness. That's victimhood. That's soft. But being the hammer, that's a different beast entirely. The hammer moves with purpose. It delivers damage. It doesn't wait for permission. It breaks through obstacles. It turns resistance into rubble. You want to build an unshakable mind. Start acting like the hammer every single day. Most people don't even realize how much they've become the nail. Every excuse they make is another blow they let land. I can't because, boom, another hit, it's not fair. BAM, another hit, I don't have support. Crack another one, they're letting life drive them into the ground one strike at a time, and they don't even fight back. You've got to flip the script. You've got to stop being the one that gets hit and start being the one that hits back hard, loud, relentless. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to swing. Every setback is your forward. Every failure is a rep. You don't run from it. You don't hide. You grab that hammer with both hands and you start swinging. Being the hammer means showing up when you're exhausted. It means pushing through when your body wants to shut down. It means refusing to let fear, doubt, or weakness run your life. You're not just reacting to the world, you're reshaping it through force of will. You want respect, hit harder. You want progress, hit longer. You want to be great, then be the damn hammer. And don't get it twisted, this isn't about hurting others. This is about building yourself, forging your mindset, smashing through the limits that have held you back your whole life. It's about crushing self-pity, destroying excuses, and pounding complacency into dust. You want a better life, then you need pressure. You need resistance. You need struggle. That's what shapes the hammer. That's what gives it weight. That's what turns a normal human being into a force of nature. You're not fragile. You're not broken. You're unfinished. You've got to go through the fire. You've got to get beat up. You've got to keep swinging until your arms shake and your soul screams, and then swing again. This world doesn't hand out rewards. It doesn't give away greatness. It doesn't care about your sob story. All it respects is domination. All it hears is action. All it responds to is power. So stop being the damn nail. Stop letting everything and everyone dictate how your life goes. Take the hit and then deliver your own. When people doubt you, hammer through. When you fail, hammer through. When your dreams feel too far, pick up your hammer and swing. You weren't made to be passive. You weren't born to break. You were built to fight. And once you realize that, once you truly embrace the fact that you've always had that hammer inside you, there's no going back. The nail days are over. The soft days are over. The days of waiting, whining, and hoping they're over. Now it's war. Now it's grind. Now it's about becoming something the world can't move, can't shake, and sure as hell can't stop. Be the hammer, not the nail. Shut up and grind, now you've heard it all. The truth, the raw, the pain, the fire, no more stories, no more excuses. No more waiting for a perfect day that's never gonna come. It's time to shut the hell up and grind. You don't need more motivation. You don't need another quote, another podcast, another hype track. What you need is action, ruthless, daily, disciplined action. No spotlight, no audience, just reps, just pressure, just war with your own limits. Be the weapon, be the storm, be the one who shows up when everyone else folds, the one who trains when no one's watching, the one who keeps swinging when the body screams stop, the one who builds a mind so savage that nothing can break it. It's not about being the strongest in the room. It's about being the hardest to kill mentally, emotionally, physically. You earn that through pain, through suffering, through silence, through grind. So the next time you hear that voice telling you to take it easy, the next time you want to hit snooze, the next time you're ready to quit, you look yourself in the mirror and say, shut up and grind, because pain is temporary. Comfort is a trap, but the grind is forever. Now stop talking, get to work, stay dangerous, stay relentless, stay hard.